Your marketing is only as good as the data behind it, and if your segmentation is off, so is everything else. In this video, we're showing you how to use HubSpot Segments, formerly lists, to build smarter, more precise audiences so your emails, workflows, and campaigns actually hit the right people. And if you're new here, this is HubSpot Hacks powered by SimpleStrat. We're a Diamond HubSpot solutions partner that helps sales, marketing, and operations leaders streamline their workflows and actually unleash the full potential of HubSpot. Now, let's get into it. All right, folks, first things first, you gotta log into HubSpot, and on the left-hand side, you'll see CRM and the different objects you're working with, and then you'll see segments with lists here in parentheses. So once you click into lists, it will take you to this intro page, which is pretty cool. This didn't used to exist in the old list feature, but it really just shows you how they've really elevated this tool when they moved it from lists to being called segments. And I still call it lists a ton, so I'm gonna apologize in advance if I do that. But we're looking at our segments insight. So right off the bat, you can see how many different contact segments, company and deal segments you have built. And it's really cool because you can build segments for different objects. It used to only be contacts, then it was contacts and companies, then contacts, companies, and deals. There's tons of different objects you can do that for as well. There's also AI built in. So if you need to create a segment, you can pop in here, choose the different object. Here you can see all the things you can create segments for: tickets, orders, and carts, and give a little bit of a description on what kind of segment you want. I only really recommend doing that if it's super simple, like give me a segment of all of my customers. But for anything more advanced, I probably would want to have you check out our video on how to create automatic lists inside of HubSpot, or our other video on how to manually add people to lists inside of HubSpot. Segments. So when I click into manage, it's just gonna give me a whole big, list of the segments that I've built, who've built them, and how often they've been used and things like that. So on the left-hand side, I can filter by what these segments were built for. I mentioned kind of only these segments being what you can build for, these objects, but it looks like you can build for any sort of objects like payments, subscriptions, users, pretty much anything under the sun that's getting the object treatment in HubSpot, you can now use to build segments. You can create different views now. So like one that will come for you by default will be unused segments. So if they haven't been updated in the last 60 days or aren't being used by other assets like workflows, sequences, things like that, they will appear here in unused. Something that I think is really handy if you don't already have it here in your columns. If you click actions and edit columns, you can add in two different sort of properties that I think are really handy. One being 7-day change and the other one being used in. So if I'm going to click apply and scroll over here, so you'll actually see used in count was already there. That will tell me where this segment's being used. If it's being used anywhere else, you actually can't delete it. So you can use this to review where they are and see if you still need this segment. 7-day change will tell you if the segment has gone down in people or whatever the object is you're working with being part of that segment, or gone up recently. This is all test data that I'm showing you here, which is why the numbers aren't too drastic. And then used in will be sort of like a summary of the assets as being used in here for showing you reporting. And then when we click over to the Analyze tab, which is a whole another complete overhaul of this segments tool when it transitioned from list, you can see an awesome breakdown of your segments. So here you can see how many are being used for personalization, basically tailoring content to people. Like if they're customers viewing your website, have them in a customer segment, they'll see a different page. Communications like newsletters, automations for workflows, analytics for reporting, and then other segmentation. So segments can be part of other segments, can be part of other segments. Segment inception. Do like a zoom in there, segment inception. And what's really awesome is that it will also build this segment journey for you automatically that you can change by selecting your segments over here on the right. But this is going to give you an awesome Sankey report showing you your journey. And the Sankey chart out of the box is going to show you the journeys of people visiting pages, submitting forms, going through your qualified lead stages, to deals being created, to becoming closed deals. You also can change the segment type here. If you want to swap it to companies or deals or anything else, you'll get some information up here at the top, but that Sankey report you're only going to see for those contacts. Now we're going to click into a segment and see what kind of tools they offer us here. So from overview, you can see the size of the list, who's in it. But if you click into performance, you can see how it's been acting over certain periods of time. So over the past month or so, how many contacts have been added or removed to this segment. You can scroll down and break it down by engagement, like where people on this segment are coming from, and see in the last 30 days who in this segment is visiting our site, converting on forms, clicking on emails, things like that. And then on the left-hand side, you can do segment comparison if you want to compare different segments to each other, if you want to see how like a trade show list that you had from last year compared to the one before. Other examples I'm sure you can think of, but your segment comparisons are here. You can then click activity to get an audit log of where the segment's being used, like automations, other segments, sequences, audiences, things like that. And then click into your settings here. If you ever want to, this is an automatic one, say on a certain date, like after an event that we ran or after a certain quarter or something like that, we want to convert this into a static list, for a static segment from automatic when you want that to happen. And then also any sort of notifications. You'll see I have a little lock on these. That's because here in my test portal, I'm not fully on enterprise. But if you are on marketing enterprise, you can get notified when segments are deleted, if there's any irregularities in that segment, and if it hits a specific size, and then who you would want to be notified about those things. All right, folks, that does it for HubSpot Segments. It's really gone through a complete overhaul, going from lists to segments in the past couple of months. Remember, down in the description is a link to our HubSpot Hacks newsletter to get all the latest and greatest tips, tricks, and tutorials sent right to your inbox. Thank you so much for watching, and happy HubSpotting.